Hello there, Kara Jane with Ice Cream for Buttercream, and today I wanted to give you a look inside my new course, Cake Decorating Fundamentals, the Nitty-Gritty Basics of Buttercream Cakes. So when I started cake decorating, I had lots of questions. I would go all over the internet Googling questions about the foundations of cakes, how to put them together. Any question that I had, I would Google it and I would find answers in tons of different places, and it was really just a pain to get everything I needed in one spot. So that's why I created this course. It's an all-in-one step-by-step guide to beginner cake decorating. So in this course, I really go into the foundation because the foundation to me is the most important part. Because that's the part that if you get right, you're not going to have issues later when you start to decorate the cake with the little icing ridges that go around your cake, cakes that are sliding off or layers that are sliding off or leaning cakes. Sometimes you get blowouts within the icing, things like that. So if you get your foundation correct, then you're much less likely to have trouble with that kind of stuff later on. So in this course, we're going to go through things like myths and tips for baking, how to properly layer and fill your cakes, and how to properly prepare your cake for the buttercream. So you're not going to have those issues later on. So let's go through some of the techniques that you're going to learn in the course. We're going to go through the smooth buttercream technique, and I have sort of an easy, I call it my cheater method, that you can get straight edges to your cakes and a smooth buttercream finish. We're going to go through piping easy roses, leaves, and some easy blossoms and more. We'll talk about piping easy rosettes. There's a couple of different rosettes that you can pipe. And we're going to go through a couple of different ways that you can pipe borders on your cakes. Then we're going to go through how to add gum paste and faux flowers to your cakes. And there's a certain method that you want to do to make sure that you keep your cakes food safe, and so we'll go through that. Then we'll talk about the rustic textured icing technique, and this is really a favorite of mine, especially when you're trying to put a cake together really quickly. It's easy to do, and it just has that sort of homemade feel to it, but it's really pretty. Then we're going to go through the semi-naked cake technique, and I've also added a little bit of gold accents to this one to sort of make it pop a little bit. And I like the semi-naked cake technique better than the naked cake because with a little more buttercream around it, you kind of seal in the moisture so you're not getting the outside of the cake drying out on you. We're going to go through the watercolor cake technique to kind of get, different variations of colors. And we'll talk about different ways to do buttercream ruffles. So all in all, you're going to have 5 cakes that you're going to complete by the end of this course. So let's take a look at how the course works, and we'll take a peek inside. Alright, so this is what the course is going to look like when you log in. And if you'll see over here on the left, it's going to give you the name of the course and the course curriculum and your instructor, just information about me. But over here on the right, you're going to see all of your modules and your lessons. And each module is sort of a section, and within each section there's going to be modules that you can go through. So you'll see here just at a quick glance we've got our introduction and supplies section. There's tips and myths about baking, recipes, preparing the cake, and then we go into the fun part, which is the decorating techniques, and then you'll see all of those techniques listed here. I do have a section about selling cakes. It's just a quick word about them. I don't go into too much depth, but I did want to talk about them a little bit. We have some final notes and thoughts, and then I've already added a bonus to it, some more in-depth video about piping buttercream roses. And so let's go back up to the top. And the way this works is that you'll just start at the beginning, and I recommend starting at the beginning because that's going to really lay your foundation, and some of the things that you may be doing are actually causing maybe issues later, and you're thinking to yourself, well, this way is working for me, but you may find a better way, or you may use one of my methods as sort of a jumping off point to make your own method. So we'll just go into this intro here, and you'll just click start. And then I've got a little bit of text here telling you what we're about to learn or what we're about to talk about. and you'll just click. Some of these modules have videos in them, some of them have slides, and then some of them have a video plus a PDF download. And so you'll just click play, and we won't go through the whole thing here, but it'll just start up. And this is just a quick intro of what the course is about and how it works. And once you finish the video, if there's nothing to download, you can click complete and continue to move on to the next lesson, or you can go over here on the left side and you're going to see a list of all of the lessons here. You can skip around if you want to, but you can just go to the next one that way. But we'll just do complete and continue here. And we'll go to the next one. And then this one, we're going to talk about some pans and racks. And I won't go through all of the lessons and modules with you, but I did want to show you a couple of them. So we're going to go back, and we're just going to hit this left arrow key, and that's going to bring us back to the main class curriculum. And so we'll go down to some that I have a PDF for. So let's go into this cake recipes one. And we'll just click on that. You can click on the start button as well. But in this one is a quick video overview of different tips and myths about baking, what to do, what not to do. Once you finish a video, you want to make sure that you scroll to the bottom, and you'll see there are PDFs. Sometimes there's recipes, sometimes there are cheat sheets and different things like that that you can print off that will really help you. And then we'll just click on it. You just click on it and it'll automatically download. And once the printable downloads, you can always just scroll through. You can save it onto your computer here, or you can even print it out for later use. So we'll X that out, and we'll go back into the course. And we'll go to some of these courses where you can see a little bit. Let's see. We'll go to the semi-naked cake. I'll show you a little bit about what that looks like. So in this one, there isn't a printable, but there is a video. We're going to push play. And then if you look, there are some close-ups of the video, see some techniques, how to smooth the top of your cake, and then we kind of go on from there to get the look of a semi-naked cake. You might want to look at the smoothing cake. We'll go into that one and I'll show you quickly. And if you look on the side, it's going to tell you how long each video is. So we'll click on this one. And this one's longer because it takes a little bit to get a smooth buttercream technique or a smooth buttercream finish on your cake. And then I talk about my little cheater method that I use. It's really a really quick and easy way to get a smooth finish on your cake. And then we'll go back. Okay, we'll take a look at this texturing buttercream. And some of the videos are close-up videos, and some of them are me talking to the camera. That way you can kind of get a realistic view of what it looks like. But that's an overall view of the class curriculum. And I do want to point out a couple of neat things about this course. It's completely self-paced. And once it's purchased, you've got immediate access to the entire course. So there's nothing to where you're going to have to wait for a new lesson to come out. You've got access to the entire thing. You can skip around if you want. I don't recommend that. I recommend starting from the beginning and building on that. But if you wanted to, you could do that because you've got access to the entire course up front. You can watch and rewatch any of the lessons at any time. You can log in at any time. You can log in with your phone. You can log in with your tablet or your desktop, whatever is convenient for you. You can also print the printouts as many times as you like. There's no limit on anything. You'll have access to this course for the life of Ice Cream for Buttercream. And if you're unhappy, which I hope you're not, and I don't think you will be, but if something happens, you're unhappy, there is a 30-day money-back guarantee. So I do want you to know that. So I hope you've enjoyed this behind-the-scenes look at cake decorating fundamentals, the nitty-gritty basics of buttercream cakes. And I hope to see you inside.